Welcome back to my studio. I'm Christy Hartman, and today we are building a mixed media card, starting with a gel print and then developing a beautiful card. Let's begin with my exclusive pmartiststudio stencil, Celestial Gateways. This is the 5x7, but it comes in other sizes as well from pmartiststudio. Stamping onto brayer-off sheets using my stamps, Zombie Friends. They had such a fun vibe. I'll be enhancing those stamped images with colored pencil and Posca Marker, adding detail and dimension. We will also bring in collaged elements to build the layers. Then we'll finish the cards with a new favorite of mine, Ceri Griffiths' Grungy Circle Stamp. Grab your supplies, get comfy, and let's dive into layered expressive mixed media magic. Let's get started. We're going to use this Lumiere Halo Blue Gold. And we'll end up with that, which looks perfect. Now we're going to leave that in place. We're going to use the iridescent copper. We're going to put it out on our 3x5 inch plate to use as a palette. We're going to grab this star stamp from pmartiststudio, and we're going to just stamp randomly. Now we could have also used a stencil. There is a star stencil, so if you have that, by all means use it. But I want it to look like it's coming through the openings and along the edges. Okay. Then let's pull this off. That's what we're going to have. We're going to let that sit and dry. And because we have a little bit of paint left, and this has to dry, let's grab this. Okay. I'm going to go clean off my stamp, and I'll be right back. Halo Pink Gold. Let's use this blue gold for the stars. Okay, let's pull this off. And we'll let that dry. Okay, let's try the Lumiere Indigo. We'll let that one sit and dry. So this one I think we'll do an ombre on. And we're going to use Indian Yellow on either side, and then the Quin Nico Azo Gold in the center. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Let's go Indian Yellow on either side. And let's try Alizarin Crimson in the center. It is going to be very subtle. We're going to go over the top of this one with this 357 from PBO. Interesting. Now let's do the same exact thing with this Violet Blue 356 from PBO. Very, very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's use Van Dyke Brown. Nice. Let's pull this. Oh, that one looks great. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It is extremely subtle, but you can definitely see it. That one is nice too. Really, really nice. I love that. Let's use this pearl blue. Let's pull this off. Let that dry. Put down this halo blue gold. Let's pull this up, and it's got a little bit of both on there. Now let's use this Lumiere Pearl Turquoise. We're going to leave the stencil on here. We're going to add this halo blue gold. It's going to be pretty cool. Let's put a little bit of gold over the tops of these. I think I'll pull this with gold. That brown and the blue, very nice. Okay, we'll be back when that's ready to pull. Yeah, I like that one. There's some of the prints that I've completed. And we're going to stamp onto a brayer off our little zombies that will work on this paper. And I've kind of gone through and paired them already with a brayer off that I think will work with them. I'm not going to show you absolutely all of these because honestly I just think that would be kind of boring, but I'll show a couple and the brayer offs, and there's more. These are my zombie stamps from pmartiststudio. There's 6 different in the set. I just think they are absolutely adorable. But this is what they look like, and they're pretty good sized. Let's measure them. They're 4.5 inches tall, so they're a pretty good size. Would make darling paper dolls. I could see you adding different clothes to some of these characters. But let's stamp with a few of them. Let's use the black Neopaque to stamp these guys. And I've been using it lately and I kind of like it, so I figure we might as well use it up. And it's just the Neopaque by Jacquard. I have not stamped with these yet. I'm anxious to see how they work. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Cute. Okay, let's try this little guy. And we're going to stamp 2 of him, just because I have room. Cute. Look at how cute they are. Let's try this girl next. Now she's a little bit larger, and she's going to go right here. as if she's dancing through there. So let's, and I don't have as much space here, so I think I'll just do one. Okay, well, she didn't stamp quite as well, but she's super cute. I think my paint might be drying. Okay, she stamped better that time. This one, she's cute. And then let's do this one. Oh, she's cute. Okay, I got a cleaner one that time. A little colored pencil and a little Posca pen marker on her. I'll bring her up so you can see her. I'm not going to show you all that because I've showed you colored pencil before, but I am going to use a little, this is Cool Gray PC 1059 on these stars on this one. And I'm just going to do the tips. This is a dark blue, this is a Indian Throne. Now I might add a little bit of a white sparkle on these stars. We're going to use a black card. These are actually a frame card, but I'm not crazy about the frame in them. So I usually just do this, which you're supposed to put a photograph or piece of artwork in these. Yeah, that looks super cute. What do you think? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. I put a little bit of pink down in her skirt. I did a little bit of white in her stockings. I gave her stripes on her arms. I put a little bit of pink on her face. Gave her a little bit of a light blue in her hair. Did white on the dots on her dress. And now I thought I'd give her a little bit of a pink sleeve. This is just a pink Posca. I think she's darling. All right. Now I'm going to trim this up a little bit and we'll come back and I'll put this one together. So here's this one, and I put some blue stars on her. Also, I actually made a mistake because I put this on upside down because I wanted my card to open like this, but I had it flipped around like this, but then when I turned this around and I set her down like she's walking through the stars, I kind of liked it, and I didn't really think that it mattered. So there you go. Mistakes help you. This is a Ceri Griffiths stamp, and I'll get the name for you. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. We're going to just do a little bit of stamping on these cards. These are our completed zombie cards. And as you can see, I added little bits of color to the zombie's hair. Even though I printed it with black, colored pencil worked really nicely over the top of it, as well as adding other little colored pencil and Posca pen details. Here is the stamp by Ceri Griffiths, and then I added just some amusing little snarky little comments that I think were funny, as well as a feature stripe down through the center. Open it up, you have the inside of the card. The next one says, "I wish I was an octopus so I could slap 8 people at once." I thought that was hysterically funny. Again, added a little bit of colored pencil work to her hair, as well as on her clothing, as well as some Posca pen. This one, I think she is adorable. I'm sorry I don't take orders. I barely take suggestions. Again, colored pencil in the hair, on the clothing, Posca pen as well, and then of course just left her the color of the brayer off that I stamped her on. Stamping, a little bit of background color, feature stripe. Same thing with this one. Silence is golden, duct tape is silver. I just think these are so funny. These are actually from AAL and Create. I think I get them at Joggles. They're super fun. I love this one. I'd agree with you if you were right. This one was interesting because this was the one that I put on upside down, but I thought it really worked. These two little characters, "Don't worry about what people think, they don't do it often," cracks me up. Colored pencil on the clothing, a little bit of Posca marker, added some color to the stars on the gel print, and of course some stamping. This is one of my favorites. I love this little guy. I love all these zombies, but he just cracks me up. I love this dark blue background. This one says, "Zombies eat brains, you're safe." Colored pencil on his clothing, as well as some Posca markers. I did yellow in his hair. Not sure if you can see that or not. And then added some colored pencil stars and the moon to the background, stamping over the top of it. I just think the layers work really well together. This is another one that I'm fond of. Of course, added some punched stars to them as well. Zombies eat brains, again, you're safe. Feature stripe, stamping. This one I didn't add any color to the stars. Instead, I just used a little Posca marker, and then of course added the color to his hair. That's it for today's mixed media session. From gel printed backgrounds to stamp details, layered collage, and finishing touches with colored pencil and Posca markers. I hope you found some inspiration and maybe a few new techniques to try in your own artwork. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming tutorials. I'd love to hear what you think or how you might use these techniques in your own work. Leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep creating, keep experimenting, and stay inspired. I'll see you in my next video.